morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching WYTV. You're welcome to another edition of News Review, where we talk about the headlines that made up the newspapers. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatunji, but you can call me Sidon J. And I'm in the studio with...
I'm Ambassador Rochimorilu, son of the prophetess. Good morning to all our viewers all over the world.
The sponsor for this show is Nokwa Abbas and King Victor Nigeria Enterprises. As usual, we'll do start with Punch newspaper. Cash crunch. NLC warns federal government of mass protest again. Bans court withdrawals. Rivers. PDP clerk for Tinubu's peace deal. APC slams opposition. Court jails crime alert boss 75 years for fraud. Fake product. We lost our mother for nothing. Son of late NAFDA boss Akinyi laments. Then on Vanguard newspaper. No price too big for peace in Rivers, Fubara. Prevailing Naira scarcity unacceptable. Labor. Trump ineligible to run for president over role in Capitol riot, court rules. Supreme Court verdict. I'm not broken, Nnamdi Kanu. Then on Daily Post newspaper, Adams Oshiomhole names 3 persons that plotted his removal as APC national chairman. NAFDAC under scrutiny over rise of fake products in Nigerian markets. Rivers crisis. Lamido knocks PDP NWC over Tinubu's involvement. These are the headlines that made up the newspapers of today. We're going on a short commercial break. When we come back, we talk more on some of the headlines. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere.
When life breaks into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokpa, we always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. The family just can't get a better companion aside Nokpa. Nokpa Abba Mixture, the family's best bet. With
Nokpa, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
Nokpa for management of power.
King Victor Nigeria Enterprises say make I give una this informate una with the sell foodstuffs, with the sell noodles, with the sell oil, and one the major distributor Honeywell, Golden Penny, King's Oil, Gino, and so on and so forth. Vanilla that is she sort of buy, you feed the collect market, they pay for ram small. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń bá wa dòwò àtàwọn oníbàárà wa náà jẹ́rìí sí wípé King Victor Nigeria Enterprises tested and trusted kò dẹ̀ sẹ́lẹ̀gbẹ́. Make una dey come to shop 2 Awolowo Market, Shagamu, Ogun State. As una dey buy una market, our motto don tanda gidigba to carry una load go una doorstep. And we no dey put extra charges. King Victor Nigeria Enterprises, fast and trusted.
You're welcome back from that short commercial break, and that's our sponsor, Nokpa Abbas and King Victor Nigeria Enterprises. We're getting to the end of the year, and I told you guys, I do say it since it started 15th of December till December 31st. Just go to King Victor Nigeria Enterprises at Shop 2, Awolowo Market, Shagamu. Buy something worth of 20k upward and start a chance. Don't forget that Nokpa Abbas is good for your health, most especially this festive period that you'll be eating this and that, different kind of soft drinks and foods
being cooked with chemicals.
Yes. So the only thing that could flush your body system and make you enjoy this festive period is for you to have Nokpa Abba Bitter Unlimited. Just make sure you get it and make sure it is on your table. While you're eating, you're using Nokpa to step down. All right, the first headline to look at today is about this NLC trying to talk to federal government on this scarcity of cash, and they are giving them warning that it seems we're going on another strike if you didn't find solution to this scarcity.
Okay, let me come up by saying the strength of a broomstick is in its number. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The strength of NLC is for the NLC to come together. But what I'm seeing in NLC, it was like NLC house is divided from each other. You could remember how long that NLC president has been coming out threatened the federal government on nationwide strike or this and that. They even went ahead of two days warning strike based on this 35,000 minimum wage.
Yes.
At the end of the day, what happened? Nothing happened. It was like an empty vessels that always make the most sound. That's what I see in there.
Well, the Nigerian Labour Congress on Tuesday expressed concerns over the lingering cash scarcity in the country. 5 days to the Christmas celebration, the Congress said in a statement by its national president, Joe Ajaero, that the situation has serious implications for citizens, insisting that urgent steps must be taken to address it. Bank customers have been groaning over their inability to access cash to meet daily needs, despite assurances from the Central Bank of Nigeria. The bank have continued to ration cash over the counter while many ATMs are not dispensing cash. However, NLC in the statement warned the federal government and Central Bank of Nigeria that a mass public protest was imminent if nothing was done to address the Naira shortage. So I want to say something. I saw a video, a viral video on Instagram yesterday whereby some guys were going for a party and they have new notes, new Naira notes, bundles in their car that they want to go and spray. So I was asking myself, like,
where
how did they get this new notes?
Amount of money or the new notes?
Yes.
No,
and they said there's no cash in bank.
There's no cash in bank. You know this business has been there for a very, very long time. Even when the cashless policy was, or even when there were before the introduction of the cashless policy. Do you know, have you ever been to bank that you ask them to give you a new note, at the end of the day you got it? They will tell you CBN is not disbursing it. At the end of the day, when you go to a party, you see different people coming out with their new notes telling you to come and change your new note. Do you know how much they change 200 Naira new note? You know, the bunch of 200 Naira new note is nothing less than 20,000
Naira, yes.
Now, for you to collect that bunch of new 200 Naira new note, for that 20,000 Naira, you need to pay extra 12,000 Naira.
Wow.
On it. So how did they get it? You see, I told you that everybody that was being ordained in a certain position have seen the seat as an avenue to
extort money.
To extort money and to make themselves and their family rich. Many bank managers are out there that are using these as an avenue to make money.
Well, as a result of what you said, I feel Emefiele will be happy in the prison where he is, because he will be feeling like, yes,
and we know exactly what is going on in Nigeria.
Because some people will be giving him feedback.
Then too, do you know the POS operators at times have some of the bank managers as friends? They will tell them we need 5 million Naira in cash. Automatically, what happened? Some percentage of amount of money will be charged from the bank manager. If I'm going to give you 5 million Naira, this is how much you are going to pay. So these are some of the reasons why we have cashless all over the town.
Well, the sorrow and botched exercise foisted on us is not what Nigerians wish to witness again this year. That was what Ajaero said. But it was confirmed. NLC, in a statement, warned the federal government and Central Bank of Nigeria that a mass public protest will come up very soon.
It's just a mere threat. It's a mere threat. Let's move on.
Ajaero said, fresh in the minds of every Nigerian is the excruciating conditions that were subjugated to as a result of the last cash crunch earlier this year that was orchestrated by the ill-conceived and ill-implemented currency redesign policy of the immediate past administration. The sorrow that botched exercise foisted on us is not what Nigerians wish to witness again this year. This time, there is no the sensible reason by the Central Bank of Nigeria, neither any explanation from the government on why Nigerians should be subjected to this level of suffering once again in 2023, though we've heard reasons like the increase in fake notes in circulation and the ordering of the Naira. Now, if there is increase in fake notes, is that supposed to be our problem?
Or to be our problem or to affect? I believe the federal government knows what they are doing. You know, this is a mechanized poverty that has been placed upon the whole Nigerian, because we're in the area of this cashless policy now that was being introduced again, that people who are going out there to look for cash. What's the president of the country doing about it? They believe An hungry man is an angry man, one. Then somebody who is hungry now that could not be able to afford or putting food on his table, how do you tell that person to come out and protest? How do you tell that person to come out and protest against the policy that the federal government is introducing? Automatically, poverty has been so placed upon the Nigerian to the extent in which we cannot fight for ourselves. What you wake up in the morning thinking of is how you are going to put food on the table.
Well, these reasons are clearly unacceptable, as we cannot see anything that will make any Nigerian or the Naira. In any case, it is not the ordinary Nigerian that hoards money in their houses. The NLC leader said if the CBN was saying that those with ill-gotten wealth were stashing cash in their houses to avoid detection, it became a heavy indictment on the government's anti-corruption agenda. This, he added, is because what the CBN is saying is that since the assumption of office of this government, that the level of graft has increased, resulting in the creation of hideouts for the slush funds. In the statement, the NLC further explained, the question then is, should the ordinary citizens be made to suffer the apparent incompetence of government in prosecuting the anti-corruption war, or is it that there is actually no anti-corruption war going on? Nigerians are spending more time in the banks trying to source for cash, not for monies that are not in their accounts, but for their own money. This is a good statement. That's exactly my problem. Like, you have money in your account and you won't be able to, use the money. Aside from the CBN implementation on how much you can send or transfer or you get from your account in a day. Even the amount that you could get, you cannot get the cash from the bank.
That is what I said, that the federal government might have hand in it. If they didn't have hand in it, if it is not in their own awareness, why didn't they come out to address the whole Nigerians? To let them know that the issue will soon be solved. Then the CBN, Central Bank of Nigeria should have come out. Their boss should have come out to address the whole Nigerians that it doesn't have hand in it, that much disbursement of cash has been given to banks.
Well, the NLC noted that the POS operators were charging around 400 Naira to access 10,000 Naira, which was about 4% reduction in the value of the income of poor Nigerians who hardly made use of electronic platforms to perform their transactions. Well, I feel if NLC could try, at least do this for us this December, well, maybe we'll try to be supporting them, because they failed us times without number.
I can assure you that NLC was just bragging. So people wouldn't say Ajero has kept quiet. Ajero is a kind of, when I look into him deeply, the way I'm seeing Ajero is a very cunning man. You can't beat them, you join them. That is what Ajero is trying to do, because he knew what Oshomole did. And when Oshomole was invited, when Oshomole joined politics, what happened? Oshomole kept quiet. They kept quiet. He was no longer fighting for the masses again. He's fighting for his pocket. For Oshomole to have come out, maybe he doesn't know his speech at times whenever he speaks. Maybe because he talks too much. That's the reason why he's coming at times to rope himself that if he doesn't win that election, that he would have hypertension.
Well, let's move on to the next headline here. NAFDAC under scrutiny over rise of fake products in Nigeria markets. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, is under scrutiny as Nigerians query these rampant fake products in Nigeria markets. This comes as Nigerians, through the X platform in the last 48 hours, have ruled out their experiences with fake products across Nigerian markets. A popular social media user, Somto Okonkwo, raised the alarm about the circulation of fake rice in the country before the Yuletide season. Fake rice in circulation. Watch out for the kind of rice you're buying this festive season in Nigeria. There are so many fake products out there. Stay safe, he posted on the X platform. Also, Japeth Omajua, a public analyst, said the country is losing lives to things that have no business killing people. According to him, there are more incentives to break the law in Nigeria, and the system appears to punish those who stick by the rules. The authorities caught a man cooking meth red-handed. He had a whole lab in the heart of Lagos. He got convicted and was under the grace of and 4 million naira fine he would pay that from 15 minutes of cooking. Sir, aside the rice now, let's go into the real talk. You know, I don't know why the whole how do I put it, the whole department in Nigeria, the whole organization we have in Nigeria,
the whole system is corrupt.
Because now NAFDAC, look at the video that was trending about the Abia market that's producing drinks.
The drinks, yes.
I saw the Coke. It was just like the one. I'm even scared to drink any soft drink at this time. I'm scared to buy any drink. When I got to, I thought it was only soft drinks. Now to get to know that even some hard drinks like all this wine, NSC, Bacchus and all.
No, you just, we are in a system where everybody will just think of what to do and make money, and they don't even want to know the outcome of what is going to happen at the end of the day. Some years back, I think last year, a full-loaded container was apprehended at the seaport. What happened? A man went to China and imported some globes.
Okay,
bulbs. So when the bulbs came in, the customer to open, you know, there was a thorough check. At the surface of the bulb, at the carton, it was written at least 15 watts or so. At the end of the day, when the bulb was taken to the lab, when it was tested, do you know what the availability of the bulb was? Just 3 watts.
Wow.
What happened?
Wow.
Nigerians, we go out there to China, to tell China, this is exactly what I want. We have many goods, we have many
distributors.
We have many genuine goods in China. There.
Okay.
When they go to the company will tell them this is the quality of what they are going to do. They are the one to tell them this is what we want. At the surface, write 15 watts, but inside there, put 3 watts, because if the thing lasts long, people will not come back in time to come and buy.
That's true.
So those containers were being apprehended. At the end of the day, those goods were being confiscated through this custom. Do you know how many fake goods that are out there that are circulating? Are you telling me that those in charge, the NAFDAC in charge, or the official of the NAFDAC, some of them don't know what is really going on in the market?
That's what I'm saying.
You understand what I'm saying now? Then anybody that I told you, anybody that is being appointed in an office in Nigeria here, I've seen that office, I've seen that seat as an avenue to make money. So they don't want to know what is going to be the outcome or the effect on the society.
Well, this meth case and the prevalence of fake everything from alcohol to drugs are tied to the above. Those behind these cartels know they won't get caught, and they know their worst case scenario is in jail. There are most insensitives to break the law, and the system appears to punish those who stick by the rules. This is a bloody tragedy in every sense. There are more incentives to break the law, and the system appears to punish those who abide to the rules and regulations. Now, you see this last statement, I want us to talk on it, because now this, I do see something, that if the system is corrupted, at least there must be a way to correct things.
How do you correct it?
Good.
When when the water that needs to flow from the earth is not flowing from the head. So how do we correct it? Which means the constitution will be amended.
That is it. There is something we can do about this.
Now all this drug cartel, this Veron cartel, they are very rich, very powerful people, knows a lot of people out there that are very powerful at the high ranking. Now, if one of them is being apprehended or is being caught, at the end of the day was charged to court, they have the money to get a sound lawyer. Then after getting a sound lawyer, at the end of the day, the judiciary system also is corrupted. Somebody that was supposed to be sent to a jail of 15 years, 20 years imprisonment.
They will tell the person to pay bail.
They will tell that person to go and pay bail.
And all the bills, we don't know where they put it.
Now, you remember the case of Ibori as an example. Ibori, do you know how much Ibori embezzled? At the end of the day, was caught. He was charged to court. When he was taken to court, the court fined him 100,000 naira to go and pay, upon all the billions of naira he embezzled.
Well, recall that on Monday, the operatives of NAFDAC bust a syndicate that specializes in producing counterfeit wines, soft drinks, and other consumables in a Ziuku market in Abia State. If you check that video, almost all the shops in that market are producing
They know
drinks.
they were doing it. The police that are around there, don't they know that they were producing something like that there?
God have
The
mercy.
only thing they could do is to come to that place, collect money and go on their own.
Why are we killing? Why are we just wicked in Nigeria?
It is left for Nigeria, and we believe one day we will rise to our responsibility to take the future of this country in our hand.
Well, the last but not the least for today is the Supreme Court verdict on Nnamdi Kanu. He said, "I'm not broken."
He's a very strong man. He said he's not broken. Do you know the man has not been pleaded that he should be released? Do you know how many people that will be apprehended that will be in that place at the end of the day? They'll be pleading that they should be released. Then some certain condition will be given to them.
Well, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, yesterday said it will not be broken by the last Friday Supreme Court verdict that Kanu must face trial on terrorism allegations against him by the federal government. Kanu spoke just as the military arm of IPOB, the Eastern Security Network, ESN, issued a warning to X-Men, thugs and vigilantes, outfits operating in the southeast as it marks its 3rd anniversary. The security outfit also warned the Anambra Vigilante Group, AVG, to stop the alleged abduction of people in the state. Kanu spoke about facing terrorism charges in a statement made available to newsmen in Owerri through his lawyer Ifeanyi Ejiofor after the visit to the headquarters of the Department of State Services, DSS, in Abuja, where Kanu was detained for over 2 years. Wow. The IPOB leader's lawyer said he was sure that he would be victorious in the legal battle. However, reacting to the verdict of the Supreme Court by citing some of the sections of the Nigerian Constitution, he said the eventual verdict of the Supreme Court was conveyed to Oyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he expressed reservation on the outcome. However, Oyendo elected to accept this outcome because of the finality of the Supreme Court decisions and not because they are inflammable. Nevertheless, in accepting this verdict, Onyedo specifically requested that the following compelling question be put out publicly to the discerning members of the public who are keenly following the trajectory of this case, to with or without any justification. Sir, I want to say something on this. You see, Nnamdi Kanu has tried a lot for the people of the IPOB trying to fight for their freedom. But there's something I want to know about this Nigerian government. Once they hold you with one offense, they will stand on it.
They will stand on it, and a lot of offenses will be coming there.
Yes, but that one thing, that terrorism that has been placed
that for, because they were fighting for Biafra country. They were fighting for freedom, and anybody you see coming out to fight for freedom, that's exactly what happened to Sunday Igboho. Sunday Igboho was there in the midnight. Some set of security personnel went to his house, shooting sporadically. If the strength that was put to go and arrest Sunday Igboho was put in measure in the area of insecurity in the land, you know what could have happened to the country.
That's true. That's
because anybody that is fighting for freedom or an agitating on freedom will surely be the enemy to the sitting president. Because they know if the country is broken up today, before they can re-stabilize the 06 term, it is not easy. You understand now? So they see the national cake as their right. The present president of Nigeria now, when he was campaigning, he said, do you know how long he has been serving them? That it is now his own turn.
For them to serve him.
For them to serve him.
Well, Oyemadu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's abduction and extraordinary rendition to Nigeria effectively repealed the following Nigerian laws, which were all cited in our brief before the Supreme Court. Now, they are trying to accuse the Nigerian government for abducting Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya.
Yes, that's exactly the point now, because the guy was, they declared him wanted. He wasn't around. They went there to go and arrest him and bring him back to Nigeria. They would have allowed him to show up by himself.
He won't. Even he knows he won't show up because he knows how to play the game in the system. So this is where we're going to be ending it on the show today. Don't forget that the sponsor is still King Victor and Nokpa Abals. I told you guys, buy your Nokpa today, store it in the house for everybody. It is you can use it, your wife can use it, your children can use it, even the old people in the house can use it as well. Nokpa is just for everybody. All right, my name is Ahmed Abbas Olatunji, but you can call me Sidon J. Thank you, Ambassador, for joining us on the show.
For having me.
We'll see you again tomorrow by the grace of God. Be good and be hardworking. Bye.